First of all, I'd like to say Satan's really ticked off this morning. I am in the Lord's army. How many here are in the Lord's army?
Amen.
I'm a patriotic fool. I almost killed a man one time by thanking him for his service. He was in the Vietnam War. Generally, they're the rejected. And I make sure I say thank you to every vet that I know if you're a vet. So if you're a vet today, raise your hand. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I have freedom here on earth because of you and your sacrifices. I said thank you to a Vietnam vet one time when I was working at Wise's, and he brought his wife back to point at me like I was in a zoo in a cage. She's the one that said thank you. So sad. Well, I want to share with you today. I have been led by God over the past year, and with prayer and support of everyone around me, I am being led to be an encourager for God. And I live one of those really fun lives where every time you turn around, you're a statistic walking, because this never happens to normal people. It can't possibly. I live with quite a life. I live quite a life. I'm here to show families and friends that they're not alone, that God is always with us. I have a story to tell. I went to Texas to visit my sister several years ago, and it was after 9/11. This is when you're afraid to get on a plane. Who wants to get on a plane after, planes were used as bombs? Well, I wanted to go to Texas, so I got on a plane. And I was like, Lord will take care of me, and he took care of me. He got me there. We went to a Women of Faith concert. I had a great time. And on the way back, the plane was completely packed. And I had to go all the way to the back of the plane to where there was 3 seats. I sat by the window seat. I love looking out. I love seeing the clouds and the sun. Creation itself, you get to see it up there. It's awesome. And another gentleman came, sat down on the aisle seat. And then here comes a man dressed in full uniform gear. Patriotic fool. I am so psyched because I, along with the gentleman in the aisle seat, have been chosen by God to live, because he is going to protect us. Stan, the army man. I just felt singled out. I'm like, surely, if any stupid fool wants to stand up and try to kill us, I'm going to live, because I'm protected by Stan, the army man. I didn't know his name at the time. He sits down, and of course I have to tell him thank you, and I said, hello, are you coming home? And he said, actually, no, I just got married, came in for 7-day lay, whatever they call it, and he said, I got married and I'm heading back. And I said, well, what do you do? And he said, I'm airborne, 101st. He also did some type of a technical job that involved only a few of them. He said that it was, a few of them were trained in it, and it was just something that he had to go back because there were so few of them. It's airborne. I'm like, yeah, this guy. I am so safe. I am not going to die today. I seriously thought I was going to die on this trip, but I really wanted to see my sister and go to Women of Faith in Texas, so it was worth it. Well, we get started. The plane starts to simply move. You have to get, it gets in place to do the takeoff. And as the plane starts to move, now he's to my right, and he starts rubbing his legs. And he's breathing deeply. And are you okay? And he's like, I hate flying. And one of the things I say to God the most, because I do have a statistical life, is seriously? You have put this man beside me. I am going to die. Because when the terrorist gets up to kill us all, Stan is going to jump out with his parachute that he probably has in his backpack, and he's going to save himself. And I said to him, Stan, did you say you're... No, I didn't know his name. Sir, didn't you say you're airborne? Well, I'd rather jump out of a plane than actually be in one. Let's encourage you. I left him alone. Takeoff happens, everything's cool. Get over the intercom. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be turbulence in Tennessee. We are having severe weather in Tennessee. When we get to Tennessee, please buckle your seatbelts for your safety. And when the plane goes down, you're not going to live. Unless you're in New York. But, so, I got ready. We start to hit Tennessee. If anybody's been in a plane, it's like a bumpy road. He starts breathing again. And I said, do you want me to close the blind? Oh, do not close the blind. I have to see the wings. I have to see what they're doing. Okay. That means he knows more than me. And I don't want to know what Stan knows, because that means that if those wings aren't doing what Stan wants them to do, we're not going to do well. And I'm going to end up in Tennessee somewhere. Well, we get through Tennessee. I offered. Stan, still didn't know his name. Do you want me to hold your hand? I mean, we knew each other, we're married. I felt like a mother. I just wanted to comfort this poor man who was supposed to be my hero. So, no, I'm okay. And I said, all right, I'm here for you, dude. Just so you know, I'm here for you. He says, thank you. We come into Maryland, we get on the intercom. We are now going to begin our descent. The plane turns. Stan looks out the window. The wing must be doing what the wing is supposed to do, because Stan is fine. He is appearing to be okay. So then we come into the straight. We're getting ready to land. He starts rubbing his legs. And he's hyperventilating. And I said, are you okay? And he said, landing's worse. Seriously, God? So as we come down, it's like going down a hill. And with the might of God himself, Stan grabs my right leg and squeezes with a death grip. And he is shaking. And I looked at him going, oh, are you okay? I'm not. And he says, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I said, it's okay. It's all right. Do you want me to hold your hand? Now that was a selfish question, because I wanted him to let go of my leg. I was in a lot of pain here. And so he chose not to hold my hand. So we touch down. He's still hanging on. We come to a complete stop. He lets go. And he turns to me and says, by the way, my name's Stan. And I said, hi, Stan. I'm Donna. I'll never forget you. And he goes, I'm really embarrassed, and I'm so sorry. He said, and I said to him, I won't tell a soul. I lied to Stan that day, because this is one of the best stories about insecurity. I looked at Stan as who was going to get me safe down on the ground. And it was God who was in control. It wasn't Stan. Stan definitely played a role, because I thought I told the world. I thought I told everybody about Stan. Apparently I haven't told anybody, and he waited for such a day as this to remind me about Stan. But I just want you to know that God is our security. And security has many synonyms. Anchor, armor, covenant, freedom, guarantee, preservation, salvation, and shield. If you've never read Psalm 91, I won't take Tony's time. Read Psalm 91. Those words are in it. We can't hide in darkness when we live in the light. And we can fall under his wing, and that is where true security is, notwithstanding the army man. Thanks for listening.